This is the Lattafa Asad perfume, and I think it's one of the best cheap perfumes you could buy as of 2023. There's many good reasons why I think you should buy this perfume, and there's quite a small amount of bad things I could say about this perfume, but there's a lot of good things I could say about this perfume, and I'm making this video to share my opinion and just to give a review of this perfume. So I'll first show you the box. I have the box here. This is what the box looks like. A nice square box. On the side here you have a it's a bit of the ingredients here. You have the ingredients list here. You have this nice pattern design thing here. It's like a lion face. I don't know if you can see that. There's also like a 3D sticker here. I don't know if you can see that as well, but it changes when you move it. At the bottom you have the barcode and I think the perfume number as well. I'm not too sure. But that's the box. It's just a square box, realistically. The thing that you're here for is a perfume. So that's what the perfume looks like. It's got some gold plastic bit around it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, good things. I think the main factor of this perfume is the smell. It smells really nice. Really my skin. It smells like oud and vanilla. That's the main notes I'm getting. I do have the notes here on my laptop. So, according to this website, the top notes are black pepper, tobacco and pineapple. I'll tell you right now, I cannot smell any of those three. The middle notes are patchouli, coffee and iris. Okay. The base notes are vanilla, amber, drywood, benzoin and landarum. Right. I'm just going to tell you the notes I'm smelling and the notes that you'll smell too. The notes are oud. I smell oud for greatness and it smells of oud, vanilla, a bit of tobacco, and that's the main notes you're gonna smell when smelling this perfume. It's sweet as well. It's sweet vanilla. It's a very nice, luxurious fragrance. That's one good thing about it. The next thing I would like to say is it's fucking cheap. It is really cheap. And I don't mean cheap in bad quality. I mean cheap, but very. It's a very bang for your buck. You could say it's a bang for your buck because it smells really nice. And I bought it for £18 on eBay, which is very cheap considering how good it smells. Compared to other fragrances on the cheap spectrum, this is one of the cheapest fragrances you can get. I think most fragrances are on the £30 to £20 range. This is £18, below £20 this was, and it's, in my opinion, it's a really good value for money. Another good reason is it smells like a Middle Eastern fragrance. So if you're into Middle Eastern fragrances, this is a good choice for you. I really like the vibe it gives off. It's oud, vanilla, very attracting, very appealing. Another reason why I bought this fragrance actually because right now it's late December. The cold months are basically here. So this perfume is very good for the winter months, autumn, basically the cold days, the cold months. It will project a lot. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it in the summer. I think it's a bit too overpowering, and I don't know if people will appreciate especially in the warm weather. But I'm not sure it's the best choice. But 100% for winter, autumn, the fall seasons basically. Another good thing is this perfume. It's a clone slash very similar to a very popular fragrance It's called Dior Sauvage Elixir. I know many of you have heard of that. It's a very similar scent. I've smelled Dior Sauvage Elixir, I've smelled this one just by side. I have the strip on me now. I smelled them both. I think Dior Sauvage is much more powerful. Obviously, it's a triple-digit perfume. It costs triple digits. Obviously, it's much more stronger. But smell-wise, the Dior Sauvage is a bit sweeter, but you really can't tell the difference. And honestly, you really can't tell the difference. If someone wore this and it was if someone wore Dior Sauvage Elixir, I could say it's the Lattafa Asad. It's very similar. You have to put it side by side and really give it a good smell to really understand the difference. It's very hard to understand the difference. The only difference is the projection and the longevity. Now, speaking of longevity, the longevity on this Lattafa Asad is a good 5 hours. I noticed that for 5 hours it projects, but after the 5th and 6th hour, it's merely a skin scent. So I could smell it if I literally put my nose on my elbow on like the 8th hour or the 9th hour. But for the people smelling it, it's a 5 hour longevity, and that shouldn't be disappointing, because I've actually noticed that all these fragrance reviewers, they'll say a fragrance lasts this long and this long, and when I actually bought the fragrance that they talk about and actually test it for myself, I find it much more disappointing. The fragrance lasts, there's a projection time, and there's a time where it doesn't project but it's still on your skin. The time that they're telling about is all together. I'm really focused on the time it projects, because who cares all the time it's on your skin. I bought a Bentley for my Intense. That was, people said 11 hours. The lasted projection was 6 hours. So don't be disappointed by the 5 hours. It projects for 5 hours and it stays on your skin for about 8-9 hours. So, but you can't really go wrong. Projection is 5 hours. You can't be disappointed for how cheap it is. And coming on to projection and longevity, another main factor about its perfume is it's an EDP. So it's an eau de parfum concentration. For those who don't know, there'll be like a picture here about the concentration scale, but the weakest is like cologne or something like that, and like the most common is EDT, eau de toilette, and eau de parfum. And this is an eau de parfum, so it's more stronger and long lasting. And for the price you're getting for this, you're typically looking for an EDT. It's very hard to find an EDP fragrance. You'll have to pay more for that kind of concentration. It's another very good plus about this perfume. It's an EDP for £18, which I bought for, which I can't complain. That's all the good things out of the way. Now coming to the bad things and the bad points, I would say. And it's not really about the smell or the longevity. It's I'm kind of pulling a stretch here, but the build quality is a bit cheap. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it is a bit cheap plastic. Like this gold bit here, it's like very plasticky, like the cheap plastic. The lid also feels very light. It's not like your standard high quality fragrance, and you can't really blame the Lattafa company for doing that. I mean, it is £18. When you buy a fragrance, you're more looking at the smell, but a good build display would have been really awesome. And another thing which when I first saw this fragrance, it looked really weird. Does it not look weird? Like it looks weird, doesn't it? Like compared to like, I don't know, Mont Blanc individual or these things, it looks strange. It just looks strange. And that's honestly the only thing I could be negative about this fragrance. Like even when I'm being negative, I really can't, because it's so cheap. It's literally £18 for an EDP concentration perfume. And that's like, it's crazy. It smells amazing too. Like, it projects good for 5 hours and it's mass appealing. Like, no one will hate this perfume. So in my opinion, if I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, considering all the factors and everything, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, it's just a weak version of a Dior Sauvage Elixir, and you can buy like 10 of these for that price, so you can't go wrong with this fragrance. I mean, it's just, in my opinion, I think this should be, you know, all those big fragrance YouTubers, Curly Fragrance, Jeremy Fragrance, this bald guy, I'm not too sure what his name is, but the bald guy, I don't know what his name is, but there'll be a picture on the screen somewhere. The bald guy actually recommended me this, and he's the only one that actually recommended. Like, I think he's the only one that recommended me this. I think more people need to be talking about this. It's a powerhouse. It's a really powerhouse. This is a perfect blind buy. You could be fucking blind, deaf. You can be deaf and blind, but you can buy this perfume. It smells absolutely amazing. It's one of the best values for money. It lasts long. 5 hours is a long time. Think about it, 5 hours is a long time. I spray about 4 sprays in this and it lasts 5 hours. 5 hours is a long time. So it lasts long, smells absolutely amazing, mass appealing, great for the winter weather, great for for all age types. Did I mention? It's great for all age types. It's more of a, I would say it's more of a for the older guys, but younger guys can definitely. I'm young myself, but younger guys can definitely wear this. It's great for that. So yeah, that's my review of the Lattafa Asad. I highly recommend it. There'll be a link in the description somewhere. I'll find the cheapest one. The one that I bought for is £18. I'll find the cheapest one. I'll put the link up there. So if you want to buy it, you can. That's my review of the Lattafa Asad perfume. I've had it for a month and I'm very impressed. I'm very pleased with the outcome. I'm not disappointed. And yeah, that's my review. I hope this video helped. Be aware in the future that I'll be making more videos like this. No bullshit reviews, because a lot of these fragrance, like, I'm gonna go a bit of a rant here, but a lot of the fragrance YouTubers, they're like wishy-washy. They don't have the concise information. On this YouTube channel, I'll be telling you all the information about the fragrance, the good and the bad. So if you could, I would appreciate if you could just leave a like on the video. You can subscribe if you want. I don't really care about the like or subscribe count, whatever.